So what I've added this year to the audio system is an additional amplifier. This is a 2-channel JL Audio amp. And the purpose of that amplifier is to drive the JL Audio M6 880s. I'll show you those in a moment. Just above that, I have a JL Audio TWK-88. This is a digital signal processor. And so what I'm doing here is I'm taking the input from the head unit, just two inputs, left and right channel, which is the cockpit zone, and I'm outputting 8 channels to the amplifiers. And that allows me to control equalization to every single channel individually. I'll wait until the boat is wrapped up in terms of all of the mechanical work before I begin tuning it. But out of the box, playing around with the settings for a few minutes, I am extremely impressed with the performance. This boat is going to sound phenomenal. So the cockpit amplifiers are the M400/4, which drives the M6 650s and the M6 770s. Again, the JL Audio 2-channel amplifier, the M200/2, powers the M6 880s. And the M600/1 drives the two 10-inch subwoofers. M6 series, of course. Notice on the amplifier I have disabled the high pass and the low pass filters. The reason I did that is I'm using the TWK-88 to set the crossover. I have the Remarine C-Talk switch installed. It's not wired up yet. I've begun installing the modular VHF system. This is the handheld. This here will plug into a fitting, probably right here or down here, which then from behind feeds the VHF radio unit, which is under here. I've also installed the AIS receiver. That's not wired up. The 880 looks like installed. I have a speaker ring here that I had fabricated by Boat Outfitters. They did a fantastic job. 770 installed with a speaker ring. And we're still working on the arch. So I basically just put the 650s up there hanging by a couple screws. This side's still open because I have some cables I still have to run. I did hook the two speakers up today to do some testing and they sound phenomenal. A lot of tuning to do. Still working on a lot of things here. I have two battery chargers that are going to be installed, the 1260p and the 1240p, both by Pronautic. I did buy the remote units, the display units for each one. I've heard there's marginal value there with these, but if anything, it's a novelty. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. Still have to install the RMK10 remote for the Axiom 12. I have a custom panel that's being shipped this week. And what I decided to do is remove the VHF radio that was installed and use that slot for that remote. So I had a custom panel made so that that remote would fit in the old VHF radio slot. Hence the reason why I'm using the modular system this year. Still have to install the ITC5 Remarine unit. This allows me to connect my legacy transducer to the new Axiom 12 system. So we still have a lot of work to do. Stay tuned for much more.